So the next exercise or series of exercises that we're going to be doing are those that are some exercises that are near and dear to me because they address the forearms and the wrists, which as a massage therapist, my arms and wrists get overworked all the time, and these have kept me going for years. So these are especially useful. I can attest to their value in their helping me to keep working for many years. So flexibility exercises for the forearms and wrists. So there are 7 different movements. I usually group them into, there's 2 flexion motions, 2 extension motions, a sort of a karate chop motion, and a supination and pronation motion for the forearm. So to begin, I'm going to be going, we'll start off with what I call the karate chop. And so we start off here, take a deep breath, and then as you exhale, you bring your arm down, you accentuate the extension of the wrist downward and reflection of the wrist downward like this. And you start here, go down, you hold it for 2 seconds, come back and repeat 10 times like this. So here we're getting to the brachioradialis, which is right in the center of the arm, the top of the forearm. And so we'll start off there. Next is 2 exercises to address the extensor muscles of the forearm. And so the first one is sort of like a wave. So you start with your hand out like this, your fingers are extended, and you just basically contract the flexor muscles to release the extensor muscles. So you do this downward, and you can assist with the other hand just with fingers, just very gentle pressure. You don't want to put too much pressure on the wrist, but you start here, go down with a little bit of assistance with the other hand, and down, and do that 10 times with the hand open. Now you do the same motion, but in this case you have a loose fist, and you go down, and you repeat that 10 times. Now with the loose fist, you'll notice it right over the wrist. You feel it right away. So that accentuates this area right here. So you're doing 2 motions, one with the hand open, one with a loose fist. These are contracting the flexor muscles to extend and release the extensor muscles in the back of the arm. Now you do the opposite. So what you're going to do now is start off with what I call the halt movement. So you essentially say halt like this. So what you're doing here is you're contracting the extensor muscles to release the flexor muscles in this case. So you start this way, gently assist as you do that. You're extending the wrist each time, holding it for 2 seconds, and starting over again. You do 10 repetitions of this motion with the hand extending each time. Next, you do the same motion, but instead of going upward, you turn it so you're going downward. So now you're extending, but you're extending with your hand pointed downward. And this just gives a slightly different pull on the muscles of the forearm to get a more complete effect. So you do that 10 times. Okay, so to review, we started off with a karate chop, then there's a wave, the open hand, and then with a closed fist, and we do the halt motion, and then the downward halt motion. So that's 5 different exercises, 2 more, and those are the supination and pronation of the forearm from the elbow. So what you do is you start by pinning your arm to the side of your body. You're not going to move anything, but you're moving from the elbow down. So from this position, you start from a neutral position here, and we'll start by going supinating, turning outward like that, and you can gently assist with your hand to assist that motion each time. Once again, you exhale as you do the motion, you hold it for 2 seconds, and then you repeat. So we do 10 repetitions this way, and then I'll do 10 repetitions by doing the opposite motion, which is a pronation motion. And this gets to the supinator and the pronator muscles of the forearm here. Many times this is kind of the missing link with regards to flexibility in the arm, so those two are very helpful to include. So again, learn these, do these, they'll help you out. They've helped me keep working for many years, and I think you'll find them extremely helpful. So